Talks on a Monday. Hour number 2, rolling along here. I don't think we talked enough though about what's coming up. We've kind of put it on the back burner, but September 21st, big day for the city of Ocala. Business owners in the city of Ocala, residents of the city of Ocala. And if you've looked at any of the mailers recently, the temperature has turned up on the races for District 1, District 3, District 4, District 5, and the mayoral race. Facebook is exploding with negativity. And you knew this was going to happen. And, the politicians say, hey, these are PACs out of Tallahassee and PACs out of other places. This isn't us. This is, this is, you don't see that it's approved by so-and-so. This is a PAC doing it. Yeah, okay. Some of these politicians say this PAC, that they knew the PAC was going to do it. They may not have, been involved in it, but they knew it was going to happen. The ugliness that is coming out between the PACs with the race that I thought wouldn't get the ugliest is, man, did you see the latest mailer where it's got Justin Graybell, the councilman now, who will be not running for re-election, how he's playing a puppeteer and he's got Barry Mansfield and they got Barry Mansfield as the puppet? I mean, that's just mean. Although I have questioned numerous times how a sitting councilman can also be, I don't know if he's in charge of, if he's a campaign manager of, but how he can be helping other people run for the seat he still holds. I don't know that that's very good. But it happens. It's happening. But these, you see the race. I looked on one of the forums, on one of the Facebook forums, and they did a impromptu poll. And District 3 looks like it's going to go to a runoff if the poll on the forums to be believed. It's got Jay Musley, Rusty Juergens, and Ty Schlichter. Rusty, according to the poll on the forum, Rusty's about 3 points behind Jay. Ty Schlichter's bringing up third place, and he's not close. District 4, is going to a runoff. There's 137 people running for that district. It's really only 6, but it feels like 137. You're seeing people start to, we got what? Today's the 13th, so we got next Tuesday. Not tomorrow, but the following Tuesday. That's when it happens. People are starting to plan their watch parties to watch the votes come in. I even had somebody this week question Wesley Wilcox. I think Wesley Wilcox does a great job as our supervisor of elections. But with the recent history of elections, you knew people were going to doubt the validity of elections, even at the local level. I'm still afraid apathy will reign and control the day. Got about 35,000 registered voters in Ocala. Usually in these kind of elections, only about 4,000 or 5,000 show up. That is pitiful with a capital P. But we're coming down to the wire now. Jim Hilty, Greg Steen in District 5. They're starting to see some things from them on Facebook. Greg Steen sat down with did a chit chat with Sue Mosley on her podcast. She runs one of the forums. It was, if you watch that, you get some information about Greg Steen. There's a plethora of information out there about all these candidates now. So now that there's so much information out there, now they're going to start getting, over the next week, you're going to start seeing mailers come in your mailbox over the next week that are just pure hate. As you've heard numerous times here, Manal Fakori is blanketing the airwaves at WOCA with her desire to be mayor. I got a candidate coming in this afternoon to do some commercials to put on the radio. This is a pivotal moment for our community. This is, do we stay? And I know it's nonpartisan, and people, this is a nonpartisan election. We know technically by the charter it's nonpartisan. So you don't have to be a Democrat or a Republican. Everybody can vote. It's a nonpartisan election. There are no party affiliations that need to be publicly made. But we know, because the candidates don't mince words about it. They're running for a nonpartisan office, but they let you know where they stand on the line, whether they're right of the line or left of the line. They let you know. Although most of them are all registered Republicans, even Manal Corey. Yeah, I know. She's got a lot of money coming in from high-profile Democrats. I get that. She's got a lot of pictures with high-profile Democrats. I get that. But you can't let that enter into your thought process. It's a nonpartisan election. But you're going to, because you're human. This is one of those moments where the city, the city and the way we're moving, the progress of the city, and in which direction the progress goes is up for grabs with this election. That's where we're at. The ideology of how to progress from this point forward as a community is up for grabs with this election. That's how important this election is. This is not about a woman who has a different religion than you, or a man who was erroneously or alleged to be part of a hate group. It's not about that. It's not about, contractors versus medical professionals versus business people. It's not about that. It's about the ideology of the community and which direction it's going to go depending on who is elected to oversee that progression. We're at a very, very, very important turning point in our city. That's how important this election is. And if you don't think that, you're not putting enough importance into this election. The next 10 to 20 years of progress in Ocala and in which direction it takes hangs in the balance with this election. Because I've said numerous times, everybody running has what they think is the best for Ocala as their mission. I don't doubt that for a second. I believe everybody running from office, from District 1 all the way through the mayoral race, they believe their ideas for the community are the best thing for Ocala. And that's what they want, is things that are best for Ocala. But it's a very pivotal moment here in Ocala. It's one that could reverberate, this election could reverberate for many, many, many years to come. Don't let 3,000 or 4,000 people decide it. Go do your civic duty and vote. It's way too important of an election to sit on your hands and do nothing. We'll be right back after this timeout. You're listening to 1370 AM, 96.3 FM. This is WOCA, The Source.
International Airport. This is WOCA AM, W242CA FM, Ocala, 1370 AM, 96.3 FM, The Source.